anything to get rid of the shootout. Anything? Yes, literally anything. Okay, hypothetically, let's say some genie comes down and he goes, Steve, I will get rid of the shootout, but only if Babcock is fired and Randy Carlisle replaces him. Would you get rid of it then? Okay, maybe not literally anything. Then that's figuratively, Steven. Hi, everyone. Austin Matthews! Well, time for a rebuild. This team is ruining my life! Leafs tie the Rangers 1-1, and then the Rangers get the extra point in the shootout. God, I can't wait till they get rid of this carnival act. The whose line is it anyway of sports leagues, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Except they do matter a lot! Why are they getting the shootout? No, you know what? We can't be whiny babies about this. Freddie Anderson stole a point for the Toronto Maple Leafs in this one, and it was a very entertaining game. Here, let me ask you this. How entertained were you by that game? Like, were you bored at all? No, that was thrilling! At least it was to me. Now, what if I told you that that was the lowest scoring Leafs game of the entire season? Because it was. At just 2 goals, 1 per team, this was the first Leafs game all season where the two teams didn't combine for at least 3 goals. The Leafs have had a couple 2-1 games that went to overtime. They lost to St. Louis. They beat Pittsburgh. But this was the first one that didn't reach 3 at all. The Leafs are 6th in goals for per game and 25th in goals against. The Leafs are fun. We can all agree on that. The Leafs are actually fun. But this one was a rare goaltenders duel, which I love. Everyone talks about the need for goals, and maybe for some fans, especially casual fans, they need to go, yay! But if you couldn't get out of your seat for some of the saves in this one, maybe hockey's not for you. About halfway through the first period, Leafs causing chaos in front. That's what you're going to need to do to get a goal in this game. Jake Gardiner puts it on. Tyler Bozak, nice tip. Lundqvist stops it. Connor Brown, downtown. That should have gone first. Scores! His 15th of the season, 1-0 Leafs. You know, with the Leafs only scoring 1 goal in this one, you're probably going to get a lot of people going, oh man, they could have really used Marner. Alright, well the guy in his spot is the only one who scored a goal. And I'm just going to say it again, Connor Brown not getting enough love. And again, he's behind Matthews, Marner, Nylander. That's why he's not getting the love. But let me give you an idea of just how good Connor Brown's rookie season has been. These are the Leafs' leading rookie scorers since the 1990-1991 season. To give you an idea of how long ago the 1990-1991 season was, none of the Leafs' current rookies were even born. The Leafs' oldest rookie, Nikita Zaitsev, was born October 29th, 1991. That would be a few weeks into the 91-92 season. This is so ridiculous. Matthews, with 52 points and games to play, is already first. Marner is already third, and if he gets 1 point, he'll be second. Heck, he could even pass Matthews for first by the end of the season. Nylander, with 42 points, is currently 7th in that time span, and again, he could easily be top 3. He needs 6 points to catch Grabowski. I would call that doable. But just kind of hiding out slow and steady at number 13, Connor Brown with 27 points in 60 games. By the end of the season, Connor Brown will comfortably be top 10, maybe as high as top 8, top 7, in almost any other season since 90-91. Connor Brown is the Leafs rookie that we are buzzing about as a city. But the Leafs are so deep on rookies, he's almost an afterthought. Also worth mentioning, Zaitsev is already tied for second amongst defenders in that time span, 27 points, tied with Morgan Riley. He only needs 3 to catch Jake Gardiner for first. We are in unprecedented territory, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. Hey Steve, why don't you talk about the game? Shut up, they lost. I'm trying to be nice. No, they didn't lose, they tied. Shut up. For the rest of the first, for the entirety of the second, halfway through the third, Freddie Anderson holds the fort. You know what I'm starting to really grow fond of? That glove. A lot of goalies, they do the woo, they put a little mustard on it to the side. Freddie's is kind of to the front. And I don't mind that at all. I love it. I love when a goalie puts a little bit of mustard on it. Give a little bit of this, give a little bit of that, and everyone's like, oh, that goalie's hot dogging it. Are you kidding me? That's hot dogging it? That's the only opportunity a goalie ever gets to hot dog it. This is hot dogging it. Meanwhile, a player scores a goal and he can go, woo! Jumping into the boards, yeah! Oh, you like that? And they hug, they always hug it out. Nobody hugs the goalie until the end of the game. Every now and then the goalie will get a dainty little headbutt after a nice save. That's about it! But it's hard to be a perfect goalie. About halfway through the third, Peary puts it wide, it goes around the boards. Oh my god, Matthews, Nylander, flashback, but JT Miller, oh, he puts it right into Anderson's foot. About halfway through the period, penalty expiring, Rangers shoot, it goes way wide. Oh no! Doesn't this look a lot like Matthews to Nylander on purpose? Rangers get a whack at it, they miss brutally, it hits Freddie's leg, and then JT Miller puts it home. Now I hope NHL teams and their stats departments can kind of take goals like this into consideration, because that counts as a 5-on-5 goal. But was it? The penalty was over for a second? 2 seconds? Max 3. Here, listen. 2, 1. Penalty's over. Goal. So that's going to count as a 5-on-5 goal that Zach Hyman, Roman Polak, Morgan Riley, and Leo Komarov were on the ice for. That's going to count towards Freddie Anderson's 5-on-5 save percentage. If you're still in the plus-minus, that's a minus for every one of those guys on the ice. I don't think that's very fair. Now, I don't expect the NHL to take that into account. They got to be a little robotic about it, but I hope the Leafs at least, wait for the guy who just got out of the box to, cross into your own zone at least. And I want to jump on the defenders for not having Freddie's back on this goal, but Rick Nash did a good job of neutralizing Roman Polak, and Morgan Riley just didn't react fast enough to the puck coming around the net. Sometimes when you're a man down, you just get scored on. Gonna throw this out there, though. Morgan Riley, 25 minutes and 37 seconds in this game. That's a little bit skewed because of overtime, but that's a lot. He played 2 minutes and 48 seconds short-handed, though. Second to only Roman Polak, 3 minutes and 1 second. Matt Hunwick, just 1 minute and 1 second short-handed, 16 minutes and 7 seconds overall. We look at Alexei Marchenko's Leafs debut, and he looked good in this one, but we kind of look at that as the potential phasing out of Roman Polak. This, to me, feels like Mike Babcock feeling out what life without Matt Hunwick might be like. So now, we have overtime. That's good. 1 point. That's good. This was a frustrating one. The Leafs were playing opportunistic hockey in 3-on-3, and that's all it takes. 3-on-3, you get a breakaway, one little slip up, and the Leafs got 3 breakaways, which is par for the course in 3-on-3. But the Rangers, otherwise, were playing Harlem Globetrotters with them. No matter who the Leafs had on the ice, just keep away. At one end, Freddie, huge save after huge save after huge save. Lundqvist, huge save. And as much as we've gushed about Freddie in this one, Lundqvist, after allowing the first goal, stopped about 30 straight shots, including a Komarov breakaway and a Matthews breakaway, and none of them go in. So we go to the shootout. What's the point even watching? Nylander goes in. He has a great move, but he stopped. Zuccarello scores his shutout. Matthews comes in. Snipe! Yes! Because Zibanejad comes in. He scored. I hate the shootout again. Shut up. And Nazem Kadri. Oh, well, you tried. And the Leafs technically lose the game. Not a lot of people in the heat of the moment, because people get angry when they lose. Take it from me, I get the mentions. People in the heat of the moment were like, oh, Kadri, what a half-assed attempt. As if Kadri wasn't trying to win the game. No, I think he lost the handle on a deke where he tried to subtly, just gently put it 5-hole. You see players do it all the time, and it often works. You get the goalie to spread out, you put it between their legs. In fact, if you go back and watch that thrilling attempt that Leo Komarov had at a breakaway in overtime, it was the exact same move. And if I remember correctly, it beat Lundqvist, just didn't go in the net. I saw a lot of people saying, Steve rants about the shootout. What, again? Look, I will say this. No matter what happens to the Leafs in the playoff picture, if it's close and they get in, or if it's close and they miss, people are going to say it's because of the shootout. Or not the shootout, the pity point that you get for losing in overtime or the shootout. If it's close and they miss, people are going to say, oh, look at all those points they left on the board by losing in the shootout. The Leafs are 1-7 in the shootout, reverse that record, and they're leading the Atlantic Division comfortably. But if it's close and the Leafs make it, people go, oh, well, look at all those pity points they got. That's why they made it. So look out for that storyline. Either way, someone's going to be mad. Oh, well, you just hate the shootout because of the Leafs. Man, it's screwing over a bunch of teams. Buffalo is 6 points out of a playoff spot right now. Their record in the shootout is 1-5. You make up those 5 points you lost, there you are, 1 point back. How about this? The Flames are in the final wildcard spot in the West with a 3-2 record in the shootout. The Kings are 4 points back with a 1-3 record in the shootout and a game in hand. With the East and the West so tight this season, the shootout might cost one or more teams a playoff spot. So now let me ask you, are you okay with that? If the answer is yes, then I guess we don't have a problem. And here's another one. This one's dumb, but whatever. The Minnesota Wild have 84 points, 3-2 record in the shootout. The Caps have 87 points, they're 1-5. I mean, no one really cares about the President's Trophy, but what if it costs them the President's Trophy? I also saw some people go, oh, Freddie just sucks in the shootout. Man, the Caps are the best team in the league, and they suck in the shootout. It's not hockey! If I had one more thing to say about the shootout, I like what Matthews did. Just shoot the thing. If you deke and it works, I think it looks better, but you just give the goalie so much more room to work with, I think, and it makes it easier for them to stop you. I mean, Nylander comes in, he pulls off a beautifully executed move. That probably works on a lot of goalies in this league, but when you deke like that, you force Lundqvist into his net, which is his element. And this isn't to criticize Nylander, he was the Leafs' best forward. I'm just saying, sometimes it pays to rip it. And so let's wrap it up. The Leafs Leafs get a point out of the Rangers, who reach 80 points. They are now third in the Metro. The Blue Jackets, with 79 points, are in a wild card spot. 11 points up in the second wild card, New York Islanders. Yo, that division's so stupid. And now the Leafs are 1 point away from getting knocked out of a playoff spot and 4 points away from leading the Atlantic Division. Buckle up! So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. The next LFR is going to be on location somewhere. And I told you the standings are tight. They're tight. It's going to be stressful. I just have to ask you, are you in?